Alright, so last video for the day. Donald Trump, I will not sign Democrat legislation without funds for the border. President Donald Trump vowed Thursday not to sign any Democrat funding bills unless it included money for border security. What they're just beginning to realize is that will not sign any of their legislation, including infrastructure, unless it has perfect border security, Trump wrote on Twitter. It is unclear whether Trump was again promising a partial government shutdown on Friday, despite the Senate passing a continuation resolution on Wednesday, or whether he was referring to the upcoming funding battles in 2019 after Democrats take the House. Trump accused Democrats of putting politics over country and when it comes to the border security. He did not comment on the continuing resolution passed by the Senate on Wednesday night to keep the government open. Conservatives spent most of Wednesday begging the president to fight for the border wall, even if it meant partial shutdown of the government, and I would agree he needs to fight for that wall. The president said Democrats knew that his steel slats wall was critical for the border security, referring to the 30-foot steel bollard fencing that is replacing the existing fencing on the southern border. Trump claimed that the border security forces were successfully keeping the border secure, specifically from caravans of migrants. Remember the caravans? Well, they didn't get through and none of them forming or on their way, he wrote. Border is tight, fake news silent. Oops. Also on that, Senator Lindsey Graham encourages Trump to veto short-term funding bill. So Republican South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham is encouraging President Donald Trump not to sign the short-term government funding bill unless it includes funding for the border wall. The senator passed a spending bill late Wednesday night in last-minute attempt to avoid a government shutdown, but the bill does not include the president's request for $5 billion in funding for the wall. The bill does contain $1.3 billion for border security. In an interview with CNN, Senator Graham says that Trump should not sign the bill. I think the idea of not giving the presidency more money for the wall and securing the border after the caravan is unreasonable by the Democrats, as Graham asserted. So I encourage the president to dig in and force the Democrats and Republicans to help him better secure the border. If I were him, I would stay firm. So not sign it, and Katie Buckley asked. Not sign it, Graham confirmed. I can understand picking a fight on border security to get more money at a time that we need it. Trump insists that he will be willing to shut the government down over a wall funding, but the White House Press Secretary Sarah Sanders seemed to back off the position on Tuesday. There are certainly a number of different funding sources that we've identified that we can use when that we can couple with money that would be given through congressional appropriations that would help us get to that $5 billion that the president needs in order to protect our borders, Sanders said. The House Freedom Caucus announced its intention not to support the House version of the bill on Thursday. The bottom line is quite simply, it's deeply irresponsible for the Congress to keep sending the president's status quo funding bills without any of the promises included. An essential says sign this or shut down the government, Freedom Caucus Chair Mark Meadows told the Daily Caller News Foundation. And Trump torpedoes funding bill over border wall. So this is from CNN, so take it with a grain of salt. A holiday government shutdown appears more likely on Thursday after President Donald Trump informed House Republicans he would refuse to accept a stopgap measure already passed by the Senate that doesn't include funds for his long-promised border wall. That was once a deal to avoid a Christmas partial shutdown was torpedoed Thursday by conservatives and Trump, who unleashed fury at another agreement that stopped short of providing the $5 billion for the president that is demanded for the wall. And blah, 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 blah. Okay, so look, at the end of the day, what's the takeaway from this? So once it's passed the House, or the Senate, it then has to go to Trump to get signed. So at the end of the day, Trump can veto this. And they've still got to vote on this yet. So, look, yeah, I would say that there is a very real possibility that the government will shut down. I know why Trump doesn't want to do it. He wants to keep the government going because he's worried that it might tank the economy. To be honest, we've had a few government shutdowns in Australia and the economy roared. Okay? Trust me, if the government isn't getting paid, it tends to be good for the economy. Look, it's a risk. It really, really is. But to me, I would stand firm. I would say, no, screw you. Unless we get the money for the wall, it ain't happening. And just shut down the government. I don't know, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Do you think that the US government should be shut down? Do you think that Trump should stand his ground on the US border wall? Personally, I would say yeah. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. If this video has been helpful, please smack a like. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe. Apart from that, guys, I'll see you in the next demonetized video from YouTube. Have a great day and enjoy.